Good morning, curling fans. Welcome into another lovely day of curling. We've got a Super Sunday today, three matches, back to back to back, three sessions going on today. Really looking forward to it. Excuse the tardiness, trying to clear up my throat. A little bit rough sounding this morning. Got kind of that sexy, smoky voice going on today. Was hanging around a campfire last night. Probably not the best thing to do when you still have to broadcast on the weekend and need your voice, but we'll get through it. It'll be fine. So this morning we have got Blue Huskies against Team Rees. So it's going to be it's another international matchup. Belgium against England. Team Rees they came in this weekend on Friday to start training, get some ice time. Played yesterday. Trying to look at the scores at the moment. Yeah, they played yesterday and they beat the Schrumpkes 8-4. So we had a really exciting match yesterday between Dunshopkas and Kuln. Came down to the last stone. Couple of exciting last stones from the skips. Kuln ended up scoring 4 in the last end to win it 8-4 there. But that was a really exciting match here. You guys can go back and watch it in the replays. Then yesterday evening they played. Shopkas played Team Rees. 8-4 there. I only can see the scores and the score line, but I don't know how it went. But that's gonna help. That's gonna have a big impact on the standings. We're gonna see Blue Huskies. They've only played 2 matches so far this season. I don't believe they played yesterday. No, they did not. So this is gonna be their third one. While we're talking about the standings, let's pop on over to the standings and we can kind of see how things are shaking out. So staying good. Played their final match yesterday against Luxembourg. Ended up winning that one. So they are now sitting top of the table, completely finished with all of their matches with 8 points. But Cologne, you can see them. They won 2 matches yesterday. So they're sitting there with 7 points on 5 matches, 1 last to play. They are playing today against the Huskies later this afternoon. So that's going to be an interesting matchup there. Huskies can play spoilers, try to keep Cullen off the top of the table. Team Rees, with their win, they moved up to 5 points. They have 2 matches today that will finish their season, so they've still got a chance to also get into that top 2. So it's a really tight battle for the top 2 spots to get the promotion. Dunshupkas dropped 2 yesterday, so after starting out winning their first 2, they're now 4 points from 4 matches. They've got 2 more to play next weekend, but they're going to be looking at possibly they could be out of it before today is over. Their max is 8 points, but if we see Team Rees and Cologne both jump over that 8-point barrier from staying good, then they'll be out of promotion chances as well. Huskies, 2 points from 2 matches, so they won 1, drew 1. They still have a chance. They've got to play out the rest of they've got 4 matches remaining. They can still get up to 10 points, so they can still jump into that, but they're going to have to win out to have that guaranteed spot. Huskies will be playing without their usual skip Kim. I believe she's taken ill, so Fairla is taking over at the skip. She's got some experience with that, so it's not a big thing, but they are going to lose Kim's seniority on that team, so that's going to be an interesting to see how that happens against Team Rees today. And then you have Luxembourg. They've got their Yellow Brick Daltons. They've got 1 match remaining. They have only 2 points from the 5. They've been a tough team to play this whole season, just falling short. They're going to be in the relegation zone. I think they are likely going to be relegated. And then you have Luxembourg, who's only played 2 matches. I believe they've got 2 more today. No, they've got 1 more today. Then they've got the rest coming up next weekend. So they're still fighting. They've still got a chance to try to jump out of that relegation spot. Nobody wants to be in those last 2, getting dropped down to the C division. Everybody's fighting to get up to A, or at least at the very least stay in the B, where it's a really competitive league. So looking forward to that. So if we're looking at some of the I'm looking over at at my notes over on the side. Let's come back to the booth. There we go. So we've got some the results from yesterday. Staying Good played a really strong match against Luxembourg. Luxembourg won. They Staying good one, excuse me. 15-6. Looks like they really scored. Like when they scored a lot. I see a 3 house, I see a 4 house, I see a 5 house. Really putting the pressure on Letzeburg whenever they had the hammer. Cologne, the big victory over Donschopkes, and then also Letzeburg. They beat them 6-5 yesterday as well. So those 2 wins pushes them up on the table, puts them into that second promotion spot at the moment. But I don't think they're going to be happy with being just in the promotion spot. I think they're going to want to take this B division championship this season, and have that pride going up into A next season. Let's see. I'm going to take a quick peek out at the ice. They're still in their warm-up phase, so let's talk a little bit more about what else we're going to be seeing today. So we have the Huskies Rees this morning. In the afternoon at 2 p.m. we have Juk, our other German team, one of the other German teams out of Cologne, playing against Ramstein. We haven't seen Ramstein this season on cast. I don't think I've seen them play. I know they have some matches in them, but they've had some injury problems. So, Sarma, good morning. Welcome in. We're just kind of filling time until they're done with their warm-ups. I always forget the 4-man matches. They get 9 minutes warm-up, so it's a little bit longer. And as I'm flying solo today, it's a little bit harder. It takes a little bit more work to fill up the 9 minutes of discussion before they get out and get ready and do their LSDs. So just talking a little bit about what we're going to be seeing today. So Ramstein against Juk in a League C matchup at 2 o'clock. And then the main course of the day, the Team Verreken against Desperate Housekeepers in an A-League matchup between 2 of our perennial powerhouses. Team Verreken is sitting top of the table, really strong. I don't think they haven't dropped a point yet this season. Housekeepers, after a tough draw against Glasshook Rangers on Friday, really tight match there. They're going to need to win this match to have that leg up and a chance to win the A division of this season. So lots to play for there. That's going to be our nightcap. I'm looking forward to that one. Benjamin, good morning. Pim is in Denmark this weekend. He's playing in a tournament in Silkeborg. So they're in a little Bonspiel up there. We played last year, but this year his wife wanted to go and play with him. So I stayed home and I'm holding down the broadcasts, which is fine. I quite enjoy it. This is one of the things I love to do. So had a good time yesterday. Today is going to be a marathon for me today. I've got 3 matches going on, so we've got from starting this one and going all the way through all day. So I'll have some breaks here and there, but hopefully the voice holds up. Was hanging around a campfire yesterday, which makes it sound a little bit rough. Should not have done that, but it was a good time. Had a good time with family last night, so can't complain too much. Got the teams getting ready to head out onto the ice. I think they're getting finished with their... Yep, they're bringing the stones down to the other side for LSDs. I see the other teams getting ready to head out, so I'm going to keep babbling, but, let's watch the LSDs. Let's see how we go. I did not see how Team Rees did on theirs, so not sure who's going to have the hammer, but we're going to take a look and see what we can find. Let's watch the Huskies do their thing. So Hannah is going to be throwing this first one. Young Hannah will also be throwing 4th stones for the Huskies today. Looking to get this one to the point. Jana following it in, just making sure, giving a little bit of a sweep here. Weight looks a bit on the higher side. Anywhere in the house is good. You want to just have this count. Let's take a look at the overhead and just needs to sit down. All right, stays in the house, so it will get measured. My guess is that's going to be somewhere around 175 centimeters, 170 centimeters. Some whiskey might help with the voice. I will, once it passes 12 o'clock, Sarma, I'll go see what we have. I have to go run to the store to pick up some lunch. Maybe I'll pick up a little, a wee dram of the whiskey, eh? All right. And for the follow-up stone, it's going to be Brit. This one's a little bit on the slower side, but get the sweeping coming out. Oh, we get skip sweeping even on this. They're trying to bring this into the house, make sure it gets as deep as possible. This one's going to be very nice. Get that all the way down to the button. That is a great LSD there. That's going to be, my guess, around 40 centimeters. So if my guesstimates are correct, that's going to be about 210 centimeters between the two. We'll have to see what Team Rees did. Derek adjusting the laser measuring device that we have there, trying to find that minimum number. Then because of the offset, they have to subtract 15 centimeters, and we'll see what... No, we don't subtract. That's only during the WCT and the major events. We look for the center of the spot, the stone, as opposed to the edge. Handshakes getting going. That means we are going to be getting in action pretty soon. I heard Fairless say something about hammer, but as I see Team Rees is pulling out to the side, that means they have the hammer, so that means I was correct in my guess. I'll get the scoreboard all started. Rit will be playing lead stones and acting as vice skip today for Fairla, who will be throwing skip stones out of the third slot. Here we go with end number one. The Huskies leading us off, getting to throw first stones here. Make sure I have the right camera in order. Center guard called for. Do have the skips mic'd up. This one looks a bit fast. Owen gonna sweep this one just to make sure. When you have the early pebble, it always kind of, you don't want anything to catch and fall off, so. And here we have the first of two Steves starting things off for Team Rees. We have Steve A and Steve L who will be following up.
Line's good. Gotta get a bite. Yeah, gotta go. Line's great. Way only,
breaking,
way only.
falling over pretty good. Want this one to sit just above the tee line, out on the side.
Right, that's good.
Barely happy with that one. Does creep a little bit behind the tee line, but still in a good position. All right. Fairly looking for takeout on this one, opting for the hitting game.
Over the hook.
Oh, nope. My mistake. Playing for the center draw. This is a good one. Want to get this one to the center line.
Let's go here.
Comes up a little bit light. I think a bit of an adjustment, over adjustment on that stone. Oops, I have the wrong camera angle. Nope, right this one.
Loads of room. Switch.
Team Rees looking to split the house. Going wide on both sides.
Yeah, make sure we're in. Yeah, and as far as you can. As far as you can, we want to avoid the double. Just to the tee, just to the tee. Just to the tee. Nice one. Good throw.
Great stone there. Does have a little bit of a double, but that's a long double. That's long flat, and I don't think that the Huskies are going to be doing anything with that one, to be honest. Britt and Jana are newer to the sport. Very unlikely they're going to be throwing like super heavy weights to go after that. Sweepers indicating it's heavy. They are kind of running along with this one. Unfortunately, though, because of the line, it's not going to catch that red one. And this one, unfortunately, is going to sail on through. So, Owen opting for hitting on this one.
Yeah, line, yep.
Wanting a line to sweep.
Good.
Wanting to make sure this one gets out of there. There it goes.
Okay.
Let's see. I think I'm going to add a poll to this. Let's see who you guys think is going to win. You guys can vote for your favorite. We've got, once I get this typed up, Blue Huskies. Option. Let's get the stone in play first.
Nee. Ik ga hem tot hier laten komen. Vries zou ook nog kunnen. Oké, we doen daar wel iets mee. Ça va.
This one doesn't quite curl over to get the freeze. I think this one was a little bit off what they were looking for. Got a poll up in chat. Tell me who you think is going to win. Who are you guys rooting for?
Yep.
Team Rees just trying to keep the house clean here. Wanting to make sure this one
Whoa.
pulls it off. They'd like to have this one roll a bit to the middle, kind of separate things out. That is a great stone there. I really like that one. Couldn't have placed that one any better. Now, being a little bit pedantic, you could look that there's a possible hit and roll there, a possible double.
Hier hem raken. De bedoeling is dat we naar daar rollen. Dus deze weg en we rollen naar daar voor de dienen. Dat is het ideaal.
All right, for those of you who don't speak Dutch in the audience, I'll translate that for you. So Fairlo is saying ideal situation is to hit on the inside edge of the center red or the left edge, and they're going to want to roll this over and not take out that red stone, but they want to lay on top of it. That way they can kind of freeze. Possibly roll it away is fine too, but a freeze would kind of let them keep that stone locked into the house. Let's get the right stone marked up here.
Wachten. Ja! Alles. Kom aan, vegen. Ja! Oké.
Gets the hit, and it just slides underneath. Good effort there. Good work from the sweepers trying to keep that one online. Just unable to do it. That looked really good. That looked really close. I think Owen he's using a lot more signals than voice, so we're not hearing him. He is, unless his body pack is muted, but I don't think so. I'll go have a check on that in a moment. Or between the ends.
Just get a bite. Gotta be in.
Oh, there he is. Thank you, Owen, for speaking and saving me the trip out to the ice. Trying to get this one all the way down, deep as they can. This one's coming up a little bit light. Skip out there to sweep, which we love to see.
All the way. Lovely there.
Really puts some work in and gets that one into the house. Good effort from the sweepers there.
Meer. Ja. Nu twijfel ik een beetje. Wegdoen of daarachter kruipen. We gaan proberen erachter te kruipen.
I believe ideally they're going to want to try
Dat is
to
belangrijk. Ik denk 3, 5 of zoiets, 3 seconden.
going to try to draw this one
Oh,
back.
dat is te hard.
Back in a little bit too heavy.
Even tikken, eventueel. Nee. Oh!
This one is going to
Nee,
over
ik kon niet
curl
meer tikken.
and
Zie
go
je?
too much.
Shit, slechte steen.
Want to tap it up? Or just a straight round?
Unfortunately, a little bit heavy. He really needed the weight there to be right. Unfortunately, it was too heavy, but also not heavy enough to hit that outside one, so it just kind of flies through. We have
Line's real
a
tight. Yeah, all the way.
I want these guys to sweep it all the way down.
All the way. Okay, whoa.
Ooh, sneaks that one in behind.
Okay, good.
Very nice stone. Gets it just a little bit past the tee line, a little bit open, so now there's some backing there for this Husky stone. We're going to see Hana's first stone of the day. A little bit on the heavy side. Needs to curl. I don't know if that's going to have it. Yeah, I think it's a little bit on the heavy side. So it's not going to curl over. And it's just going to miss. Someone's going to sweep this out to make sure. Just a bit on the heavy side there from Hana.
I gave you slightly less than half.
Heard Owen say going to cover up this draw, so they're just going to put a guard in there, try to take away this draw up the side.
This draw top 4 on this side. 3-8. 3-8. We've got backing, we've got stuff to tap if we're short. Yeah. Yeah, basically counter blocking their draw. So 3-8, yeah?
Always easy for me when the skips tell me say exactly what they're going to do. I don't have to do anything. Helping me save my voice.
So on the center one, we tap.
Always
tap.
communicating options. Yeah, this one's going to curl over, so maybe tap that red one back.
That's actually better than what we were going for. That's good.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice stone there from Owen. You know, if you're going to make a mistake, have the plan B, and it was a pretty good plan B. Weight is going to be crucial on this one. Weight looks fine. Just trying to hold this one and make sure it gets over. Oh, it's going to crash out of that top guard.
Pak er toch 1 steen af. 2 af. 3 af.
Right, so
Hoe is het?
We don't want to be
Just
this side of it and pop it
a-
off that either.
just a
So
little bit
just
tight.
there. Yeah.
Nose hit chance here for Team Rees.
Strike weight on the nose, or slightly Steve Lee's side of the nose. But not too much that we jam it into the middle.
Want to make sure not jamming. Morning tour. Oh, Team Rees. Here's Owen with his hammer of this first end. Nose hit possibility for 5. This one looking good. Going to get a little bit on the inside. Rolls out, but still a score of 4 for Team Rees here in this first end. Strong start. Huskies needing to find the line. A little bit of struggle with the line and weight early on, but Team Rees taking full advantage of that. Let's go. Some construction going on here in the cafeteria behind me. I guess somebody's banging something. Let's see. We go here. We do this. Was it 5 house? Oh, my mistake. It was an actual 5 house. I miscounted. Yep, it was 5. All right.
Line's so tight.
Steve A starting things off here for Team Rees after that 5 house in end number 1.
Just as high as we can. As high as we can, never.
Calling the sweepers off of it, saying as high as we can.
Back house.
This
Okay.
one's going to drift a
On the
little
broom.
bit deep.
Was that on the broom?
It's early. I've only had half a bowl of coffee this morning. My counting skills aren't what they should be. Morning, Tim. Good to see you in here. Rit with his first. And Beth Ann is also here. Good
We
morning.
moeten vragen. Laat hem maar komen, laat hem maar komen.
This one's
Laat
coming
hem
a
maar
little
komen.
bit deep.
Hij komt goed. Ja, 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 ja.
Let's see where this one's
Goed,
coming
die
in.
hebben we
Oh, that's
liggen.
going to be right there in front of the tee line.
Dat is goed. Goeie steen, kunnen we niet.
Good opening stone. Does leave a little bit of a, or not a little bit, there is a gap there. So obviously going to be just taken out.
Wall line! Wall line! Yeah, now, yep.
I knew what you were saying, what you were talking
Yep,
about, Bethan.
Hard!
This one curling over. This one's going to get on it, but is it going to curl over too much and take out their own red behind? It does, but the shooter stays, so still gets the job done. I'm kind of used to it, Bethan, because for some reason in Dutch, they call each end in spell, which translates to game. So Pim does that often. He says, "Oh, that was a great opening game from Team Rees," and I'm just getting used to correcting him all the time. Sweepers is staying off this one. Seem to like the weight on it.
Komen ook. Veeg maar, veeg maar.
Now asking to sweep to get this one to curl over.
Tegen vriezen is goed. Er tegen vriezen is goed. Hoe dichter er tegen. Tot er tegen ligt, dan gaan ze die niet gemakkelijk kunnen wegdoen.
Gonna
Ja,
bring
nee.
this
Ja,
one
ça va.
in. Trying to get it to freeze over. Doesn't quite get over there, but... Owen just saying, let's get rid of it again. There is a gap there. They could either go for the hit and roll.
Yep. Yep. Needs
Go
it all
over
the way.
top or rail it again. Feels like this one might be a little bit on the inside.
Hey, whoa, we're by. Whoa.
Or, sorry, yeah, a little bit
9-3.
in on the release. And
He's just way inside.
through, yep. Going for the draw, or you see, I would look.
Deze eruit en naar hier rollen.
Yeah, hit and roll under or even outside would be okay. Something just don't want to leave the double here. That would be my ideal shot. This one looking pretty good. It's going to hit and roll outside a little bit too much. Yep, goes out of play, but gets rid of that red one. Kind of keeps things open. I think that kind of plays into Team Rees's hands there. They can just kind of keep hitting and force to one. So
Yep.
obviously we're going to just see Steve take this one out, trying to hold it. This one I feel, though, it's a bit inside and it's going to flash by.
On both of those, he's turned it at the end. That's why they were missing before he started sweeping.
Oh, so good analysis there from Owen, saying, hey, Steve was pulling it off to the side even before the shot got started. So looking for a cover-up guard here with this one from Jana. Sweepers are on this one.
Mooi tot op het midden. Mooi tot op het midden. Met de hardheid.
More important on the middle.
Mag ook. Op de neus en dan een beetje door. Ja.
That's going to come and tap it a little bit deep.
Ça va.
Get some separation there. However, there is a double. It's not that much separation. A straight run back double, hold the shooter.
Wall line. Yep. Whoa. All right, good.
And gets rid of one, and hopefully we got some angle of that. Jamie popped up right in front of it. Gets rid of the guard, however, does not get rid of the shot stone, so...
Onze eigen steengarde. Ja, welke kant hebben we daar juist genomen? Deze kant kennen we nu, hè. Dus ik sta hier zo. Ja, een beetje meer. Ja.
Verla saying the line is important. They want to get this covered up over that stone. Want that guard there. They know that side of the ice, so...
te bouwen. En nu gaan we onze steen die er nog ligt beschermen. En hij moet er ver genoeg van blijven, zodat ze geen dubbele take-out kunnen doen.
Yep. Want this one high enough so it doesn't leave a double takeout.
Hoe hard moet dat zijn voor een guard? 320? Oké, 320.
Discussing the weights, speed that they want to throw.
Schiet er harder uit. Harder uit.
Indicating this is a little bit heavy. Looking at the sweepers not touching anything. This one's going to actually fly by, I think.
Erachter. Veegt er hem achter.
Wants to sweep it behind, but I just don't think that's going to have the weight. Owen's going to try to get this one by all the way out the back, but doesn't have the weight for it.
Te hard, hè. Hoeveel heb je hem gemeten?
Little bit too heavy. Another chance for a double run back here, or double takeout.
Wall line. Whoa.
One feels a bit outside.
Never, 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 never.
Taps it over, puts it more in line with that other one.
Hier. Moet hier zijn.
So, big opportunity here for Huskies to the Huskies to guard it up, sit with 2 in the house.
Zo, ik moet gewoon veel trager gooien.
They need to take advantage of this. It needs to be light, needs to be on that center line, covering over both those stones in the house. Sweeper's staying off this one. Weight looks fine. Maybe a little bit heavy. Needs to curl over. That's going to be just a little bit deep. A freeze isn't terrible. Did we get that freeze there? Oh, just a little bit of a tap leaves that separation. There's a double there.
Right strike weight. We're trying to get a double.
You heard it from Owen. Once the nose hit. Catches it just on the inside, so only pulls off the one. Shooter spills out. So just not curling enough. Going to have to look at their options here. It's going to leave Huskies another chance to just put up a guard. Protect those 2 in the house. One feels heavy and outside.
Laten komen. Laten komen. Beetje naar buiten.
Unfortunately, this one is going to carry out wide, go all the way through the house. And so opportunity here for Team Rees. Still a double there. Not a close-up one, but I feel like, yeah, just a nose hit would.
Well, Jamie, control, keep the shooter. Oh yeah, okay, yep, yeah, double. Strikes, try and get a double. We don't really need to score here, do we? We just got to try and avoid disaster. So.
I took the words right out of my mouth. Exactly what I was going to say. So just looking for that long, right on the nose. Calling for sweep. Ooh, just falls across the nose, pulls it out. So, open draw for the Huskies for 2. Just need anywhere in the house. Sometimes these are the most pressure-packed shots when it's easy, and easy in quotes. Just need to make sure the speed is okay. Anywhere in that 12-foot circle is enough. This one looks like it's going to be okay. Just need to make sure it gets in, and very nice stone there from Hannah. Gets in there. Gets the Huskies back onto the scoreboard, picking up 2, taking advantage. I have to think that was 2. Make sure I'm correct this time. So, Huskies getting on the scoreboard with 2 on their own hammer, clawing their way back in. Still so many ends left to play. Just need to stay focused. Team Rees missed quite a few takeouts there. That end was not quite getting the results they wanted. I mean, clearing things out, but not getting those doubles when they were tight together. So they're going to be discussing that, how the ice is playing on these different, when they're throwing the different weights. Britt leading things off here in the third end as Team Rees leads the Huskies 5-2. Verla opting for the classic center guard lead stone here.
Oh, vegen.
I have the wrong camera under control. There we go. Oops.
Come on, alles geven.
This one a bit light. Sweepers trying to get this one over the hog. Not sure they're going to be able to get it there. Even Skip coming out to sweep.
Come on.
Oh, unfortunately, doesn't quite get there. He's a little bit short, so that's one of those things. If you've been long to start the match, you end up overcorrecting and coming up short. So that's what we see there. So Steve A with his first stone here in the third end. Going to be playing this one out to the corner.
Okay.
Jamie indicating it's a bit heavy. So not going to touch this one at all. This one might slide through the house on that fresher pebble. Really good line, just unfortunately a little bit heavy. So that one goes out the back. So we start again, back to square one. So guard on the center line. This one needs to be over the hog. They want to get this one in play. Calling for the sweep. This one feels light again. Barely going out there. This one's going to get over. Try to drag this one over, and unfortunately just does not get enough. And gets to the hog line, but not completely over. Those in-match adjustments sometimes are the trickiest ones to get right. You don't want to overcorrect because you already overcorrected, and you still end up leaving it short. So
all the way.
This one a little bit better weight. Sweeper's pulling this one down.
As close as we can.
This one's a little bit light as well, but they are going to end up with a corner guard. Owen coming out to help sweep this one.
Oh, I was doing this way. It doesn't matter. With an
Oh. Here, Owen saying that Steve went the wrong way. They were trying to go to the right, ended up going to the left, but with an open house. Not really a problem. This one definitely a bit tighter to that center line. Oh, this is going to curl off. This is going to come around behind that red. Plenty of space around the guard. Now, trying to sweep this one to curl around behind. Doesn't quite get there. Oops. So, Hackweight going after this one.
We take the guard, that's okay.
Steve's.
Needs to curl. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Trying to hold this one. Don't want this to over curl. This one's going to get around the guard.
Nice.
just inside edge of the nose, rolls back over to the middle. Very nice stone there. All right, Fairla opting to leave that stone sitting in there at the top of the button. Just going to try to draw this one in behind that guard over there on the side. So I'm feeling a bit outside. It's not going to curl over enough.
Ja. Veeg er hem dan maar helemaal tegen. Helemaal tegen. Helemaal tegen. Helemaal tegen. Helemaal tegen. Ja, dat is goed.
Gets up corner freeze. Going to make that a little bit more tricky for Owen to get this out of the house. But still opting to do that.
Whoa!
Very heavy.
Jamie,
Waving
can you
this
catch
one
that
goodbye.
way?
This one is going to... Ooh, gets a nice one. I like that. Catches it enough. I think they were a little afraid that was going to be wide and pull that red one out, but does catch the yellow. Red doesn't move very much at all.
We kunnen tikken en rollen ook. Dat gaan we doen. We gaan die eruit spelen en naar daar rollen.
All right, so Fairla saying, let's play the hit and roll. We're going to try to get rid of this red. Roll the shooter over underneath that guard on the side.
Ik ben weer verkeerd bezig eigenlijk. Ja, ik ben weer verkeerd bezig. Ik kan met mijn voet komen, dit ik zoiets. Ja, ik moet guards leggen voor punten. Ik moet tikken en rollen.
Last minute explanation to the sweepers what their intentions are. Yeah, this one is tight to that center line. They need to hold this. Oh, this one's going to over. You see it. Once it crosses that center line, just goes, and very little sweeping will... Sweeping will do very little to kind of hold that one.
Ja, het is foute strategie. Nee.
No. Fairla saying that maybe it was a bad strategy. I don't think so. I think that one was just tight to the line, needing to just be a little bit more outside.
Yeah,
understanding
line,
that it curls
yeah,
over.
Line. Yep, all the way for line. All the
I'm
way.
going to sweep this for line, trying to make sure it gets around that guard.
Okay, yeah, keep going, keep going.
No, it's not going to get round, but it is going to tap that one back.
Okay. Yeah.
Comes up just a little bit short of the house, so they've got a stacked double guard over there for Huskies to use. So this is going to be an important one. They need to get rid of this, need to get that roll over. So it's difficult to judge the line that Fairla used before because she was tight on the release. So this one's going to be a critical stone here. This one feels also tight. Need to sweep this one hard. Hold it on that line.
Come on, vasthouden.
Able to hold it, gets the hit, but unfortunately shooter rolls outside. So does get rid of that one. The scoring stone is important. So now Team Rees going to be able to use this stacked guards to roll behind. Just want to come in with a draw.
Line's good. Weight only. Loads of room. Weight only. Line's good. Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
The weight looks okay.
Needs to curl.
Looks maybe even a little touch heavy.
No higher than the T line, or no deeper than the T line.
This one going to
Let's
carry
finish it,
a
yep.
little bit
Great, great.
right down to the tee, but unfortunately sitting out in the open. Gonna make this hit and roll a little bit easier for Fairla or for Hannah, but I don't think they're gonna go pure hit and roll. Probably going to draw this over on top. Weight looks okay. Sweeper staying off of it. Once this goes across the center line, that's going to really go a lot. This is going to move around those guards.
Okay.
Gets onto the nose, pushes it away, so sits it outside. It's going to leave a hit and roll for
Make sure we get it out really.
Owen.
Maybe it's better to roll wide.
Well, that's.
So they don't have their own.
Yeah.
I don't think they can get their own, but.
Do you not? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, let's try that then. To roll this way. Yeah. Control.
All right. Interesting strategy here from Owen and Jamie, saying, hey, let's roll this one
Control
back
weight, and we're
away
trying to
from
roll
those
that way,
guards.
so they don't have a hit and roll under. I can't reach that. Ugh.
They don't want to leave something there, so they want to try to roll this far away.
Needs to curl. Needs to curl.
This one needs to curl, but once it goes over that line, it's going to start to move. So this one I think is going to be all right. Gets us to get the roll.
That's
and
really good.
rolls it. Very nice. Very nice stone there. Exactly what they wanted to do.
Freeze.
Ooh, interesting choice here. Going for the freeze instead of trying to come underneath those guards. But yeah, they don't want to leave anything reachable. Now this one, Britt indicating it's a little bit on the heavier side. Need this one to curl out. Starting to move. There you can see the big weight going. Oh, is this one going to over curl?
Okay.
Oh, it's going to cause some separation, but at least getting it out. So that's going to be
What are you saying?
not a bad result. It's a force to one and or a blank. So a little bit too hard on that freeze. Freezes are notoriously hard stones to throw because any little separation, a little bit too hard, a little bit too soft. If you don't get it touching it right up there. Oh, and throw in the hammer here in the third ends.
Yep. All the way. All the way hard, Steve. We're fine. Fine.
Just want to catch this on the side, roll the shooter away, playing for the blank, and that is what they've got. So
It's good. Nice one. Nice.
blank for Team Rees here in the third. So that's going to allow them to retain the hammer here in the even end in the fourth, along with a 5-2 lead. So I think it was what did we see there? A few draws missing wide, few hits not getting that roll over. But Huskies kind of keeping keeping things clean in the house when they could, where they needed to. Britt going to be leading things off here in the fourth for the Huskies. Classic center guard. Now, on the previous end, she had a little bit of trouble with her weight, getting it being too light. Sweepers staying off this one, so this one looks to be okay. Going to get over the hog line. Hoping this one stays on the center line. I think it's going to just drift off, but still a good guard right there in the center.
Over here.
All right, looking for in the house, out on the edge, playing for the split.
Wait only. Wait only. Careful, careful, looks hot.
One feels this one's a little bit on the heavy side. Don't want this one swept.
Well, we got rid of the 5.
Yeah, this one carries through, so now for a draw behind. Get this one into the house, use that guard they've got set up there in the middle.
Vasthouden. Ook hij zit op de guard. Laat hem dan maar komen.
A little bit light, that's going to crash onto the guard.
Oké.
Splits things open. Not necessarily
behind
what
here.
they wanted. Going for the draw behind here with this stone.
Lots of
Take
room.
advantage of those two yellow guards sitting out in front.
Okay.
Fortunately, this one a little bit wide, a little bit heavy. That's going to carry through. It's now Huskies' turn to try to get behind these guards. Yana with her first stone of this fourth end, excuse me. This one looking good.
Neem voor snelheid. Komt hij tot hier? Hij mag tot
Line
hier
is
komen.
going to
hè.
be,
Ja, ja, ja. Even-
we want to get
even
this
steken.
one
Ja, ja,
around
ja, ja,
behind,
ja.
trying to get that last
Voor de
bit of
hoek,
sweep.
Voor de midlijn. Stop, 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 stop. Goed,
That
goed,
is
goed.
going to
Mooi
be
steen.
fantastic. Very nice stone right behind the guard.
We might get both.
Looking to clear off this guard, possibly get a double here.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh, way inside on the release. Sliding looked good, but kind of pushed it back towards the middle. Is this going to curl over enough? Flashes past,
Okay.
just catches the guard. Hashtag John's wrong. Just kind of pushed it a little bit back towards the inside on the release. So just trying to set this guard back here in front, protect that stone.
Ja, vegen, 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 vegen. Kom aan, vegen, vegen, vegen. Ja, ja, veeg nog maar. Vegen,
Need to
vegen,
get
vegen,
this one to
vegen,
curl
vegen,
over,
vegen,
trying to
vegen.
do their
Nog,
work
nog, nog, nog,
as
nog,
much
nog,
as they
nog.
can.
Nog. Okay.
Just a
Snelheid is goed.
little bit outside. Weight was good, just a little bit on the outside.
You like this? Okay, if we take the guard again, that's fine.
Looking to try to hit and roll underneath, but if it splits the guard, hits the guard, it's also okay.
Yep.
Try to sweep this one around the guard. Just clips it and unpushes it wide.
Daar dicht leggen. Dan zie je zo. Terug.
No, gonna opt for a guard here with this one. Want to protect that stone in the house. I see you guys are voting in the polls. Very nice. It's a Team Rees being chosen for the win by a high margin. Now, Huskies needing to take advantage of these mistakes that Team Rees is making on their hits. If they can take advantage, they can score more, they can get back into this game. So needing to find the right line and weight on this guard. A little bit hard on this one. They don't want this one to set up a double. It's going to catch on the outside. Taps a little bit. Pushes it behind the guard, but also a little bit deep. So hit and roll option open for Team Rees. Just want control weight on this one.
Yellow line.
Ooh, give me a little bit of a slip on the stand-up there.
Hard line.
Sweeping hard for line.
Hard
Gets
line.
around the guard. Trying to make sure this one doesn't over curl.
Good
It
sweep. Good
just
sweep,
a
sorry.
little bit, kind of slides out. Fairly going to try to sweep this one away. Gets it out of the house, so
Is het terug aan mij nog eens? Of niet?
seemed like
Ja, jawel, we gaan
JV
erachter, hè.
pulled it a little bit to the inside
Ja,
on his
in
release.
de reis, hè. Want we moeten hierachter, hè.
Sweeper's able to hold it to at least get the shooter or the shot stone out of the house. However, they lose the shooter. So opportunity here for
We hebben van af en toe mogen zij ook eens een foutje
for
maken.
Fairla to kind of draw this
Dat
one
kan ons helpen.
behind the guards, get something in play.
Ja, je
Put
ziet
some
of
pressure
we het
on
volgende
Team
moeten
Rees.
leggen eigenlijk nu. Ah, wacht eens. Ik denk dat we wacht. We gaan vanuit de andere kant gooien. De andere kant gooien. Wacht, zo hier. Aan die kant ijs zetten. Ja. Als hij tekort komt, hebben we een center guard. Snapte?
All right, trying
Hij
from
gaat
the
dat zo
opposite
stompjes zijn. Als
side.
hij tekort komt, is het de center guard en dan ligt centrum helemaal.
Yeah, looking that if it's too short, it blocks up that center. So
Iets minder, ja, ja, zo is goed.
there we go. Adjustment of the ice on the other side.
Bedepte.
No. The way the sweepers are kind of jogging after, it feels like it might be a little bit heavy. I think it's going to miss this. Maybe a tap on that yellow would hold it in. That's going to do that, but it's way too hard, and that's going to slide all the way through.
Ja, dat zo gaat niet helpen.
Like the draw?
Yeah, that one, unfortunately, the weight was critical there. She was talking about light is okay, and unfortunately threw it a bit too heavy. Maybe sweeping a little bit would have made a more solid contact on that guard, maybe held the shooter a little bit more, but I think it was just a little bit too heavy for that, too.
Weight only. Loads of room. Loads of room. Weight only.
Jamie indicating this one's heavy. He's pointing up a bit.
Stop.
Gonna try to sweep this one to keep
Okay.
it on the side. Get some separation. Carries too deep, so now they're going to be able to try to draw this one around behind. They've got some backing. All right, looking for placement in the center of the house. This one feels a bit on the heavy side. Sweeper's walking after it, not looking at anything.
Op de, ja.
Plenty of room around the guard.
Laten komen, hem nog wat curlen.
Want this
Hij
one
moet
to
nog wat
curl,
vallen.
though.
Hij gaat te hard zijn, hij gaat tegen de rode, maar hij moet eerst nog wat vallen.
There it goes, starting to
Hij gaat
curl.
perfect vallen, zeg.
Is it going to pull it enough? Yeah, it does. Catches onto it, pushes it far.
Daar kunnen we wel wat mee.
Yeah, okay. Let's go here then. Top four,
Going to
behind the yellow guard. For heavy, we go on to the backing. What time for tea?
We're going to get this behind that center guard, but if it's too heavy, they've got some backing. It's definitely going to clear the guard with no problem. Is a bit heavier than T-line, I think. Oops, wrong house. Oh, I did not mean to hide that from you. Carries a little bit deep,
heavy?
ticks off that yellow. However, gets that roll over, is behind the guard,
Centrum.
and got some backing behind it, so I think
Juist
Yeah.
misschien achter de gele. Alleen
just
nee,
want to
nee,
get this one guarded up, try to
Hier.
force the one.
Ja, hier. Hier, leggen.
Oh, gonna play it, lay it at the top of the forefoot in the center of the house.
Niks doen. Ja,
Feels
een beetje naar buiten.
Wide,
Niks.
possibly a bit heavy as well. Yeah, I think this one is going to unfortunately slide through the house. Just a slight little sweep to make sure it gets through.
Ça va. We gooien allemaal
Zo.
te hard. Ik zelf ook. Ja, en dat mijn hart te hard. Die jullie?
So more ice then. Same weight.
Open draw for two.
Same weight.
And yeah, if it's heavy, they'll get that tap away, and
We need a piece of the forefoot. We're going more ice, same weight, and we've got the yellows backing.
yeah.
Well, we're one already, so this is for a second. So if we go on to the yellow, we're fine. We just don't want to mess with our red, so same weight. But get it there. Front four, back four, or backing.
Just want the forefoot. Biting is enough. Like you heard Owen say, does not want to risk moving that red with shot
Just
stone away,
forfeit.
so going a little bit wide. Weight looks okay. Sweeper's just kind of making sure, wanting it to stay off, want this one to curl. Comes in and unfortunately just a smidge heavy. Just misses that, comes in. And so that is going to be one for Team Rees. Huskies dodged a bullet there. Only being forced or score, allowing Team Rees to score one. A little mistake there, a little bit heavy, but not quite the right line to get that tap on the yellow. So teams are going to talk things out. You see Dirk coming out talking to Fairle, the skip or the captain for or the coach for the Blue Huskies. Now, looking at the current poll results, we're seeing Team Rees getting 90% of the votes, Huskies with 10%. No one opting for the draw, for the tie. I like that. Make a decision, go with it. None of this maybe, who knows, something could happen. Discussing a bit of strategy. After the fourth end, a little bit of an intermission. Teams are allowed to take a break. Some teams opt for it. I think the Huskies are looking for discussing that strategy. I think the main issue for the Huskies is their weight. They've been quite heavy at a lot of their draws. For Team Rees, needing to find the right lines on their takeouts. The Steves have been a little bit off pulling the stones to one side or another. So I think they'll be discussing that, what lines to throw, taking note that once it crosses the center line, it moves quite a bit, so probably taking that into consideration. And while we're in the intermission, let's take a look at the other matches. Well, we've got over on sheet C. Let me bring up the right camera. Sheet C, we have Yekap against Smerglokska. They are in the fourth end, and it is 4-3. Let me see. Can I catch up to this stone? Nope. We're going all over the place. What am I doing here? We're going to just look at the scoreboard. So, Smerglokska with 4 in the second gives them a 4-3 lead over Yekap. I'm going to see if I can't figure out on the far camera what is the situation in the house. There we go. We can do this. Smerglokska sitting 1, and 2 in the back of the house. Yekap with that second stone lying out in the open, looking for maybe a hit and roll. Oh, wait a minute. We want this. There we go. Over here, far camera, put this back. So we're starting things off here in the 5th. Steve A coming in with first stone. Trying to make sure this one gets all the way down into the house. Just trying to get it there.
Okay, good sweep. Really good sweep. Good throw.
Owen is happy with that one. Very good positioning. Fairla staying off it, opting for the corner guard. Somebody has brought some food into the canteen. Smells like bacon. I am now very hungry. Sweeper is going to need to work this to get this as deep as they can.
Zover als dat je kunt, weg van de middenlijn, weg van de middenlijn.
We want to get this one away from the middle line. This one not quite getting far enough away.
Same again. Tap's okay.
They do get it far enough away that it's not covering over that red. Owen opting for the same. Try to get this one into the house.
We only. We want 6. The freeze of the tap. Switch for line.
Yeah, you don't get that kind of commentary on TSN, do you? Or watching the World Championships.
I got this one.
This one's going to tap, split it over, pushes it over behind the guard. Actually, not a bad shot there. There is a double, which could be beneficial for the Huskies here. Interesting option for Fairla, opting not to double those out. Going to be looking at the still setting up the corner guard. Feels a little heavy. Britt indicating that herself.
Weg maar. Oké, volhouden. Alles.
Trying to sweep this one down onto the red. Will that tap it far enough out of the house? Fairla trying to sweep it, seeing if she can get it there.
Control.
Just keeps it in the back edge. Want to catch this one on the inside edge of the nose.
Wall line.
Calling off the sweepers. Doesn't like the line. Wants this one to curl over.
Whoa. Yeah. Okay.
Gets it. Taps on the red. Shooter rolls out.
Line.
Going to push that red one behind the tee line, so is Fairla going to draw after this one? I think so. Bit on the heavy side. Is this going to curl over enough to get onto that red? I'm not so sure it will. Going to just hit the outside of it. Doesn't go through, so not. It's still in play, but Owen opting for the draw. Want this one on the tee line.
Lots of room.
His body getting a little bit outside the stone there.
Line's good.
They like the line, but maybe not the weight, so trying to sweep this one to get it down. Plenty of room beside the guard.
As you can. It's on a good line.
Owen getting out there to
Piece
sweep.
the eight, piece the eight.
Trying to get it as deep as they can. Full 8 if they can get it.
That's, I think, second shot. Well done.
Very good stone there. Good sweeping from Steve and Jamie. Owen coming out to help just a little bit. We love the skip sweeping, but you can never give them too much credit. It'll go to their head. They're already giant heads. This one heavy needs to curl over. I think it's going to just miss that red. Oh, and cleans out their own yellow. Ooh.
Ja, ja.
That's unfortunate there.
See?
Just a little bit wide on the weight. With that weight, was never going to get over.
Hey, we'll just tap. Needs to curl, needs to curl, needs to curl. Okay.
Sweeper's indicating it's heavy, a little bit outside, trying to get this one to come over on its own. Want this
on
one
its
to
own,
curl.
line's really nice. Never touch that.
That one
No,
is
no,
going
no,
to
no.
tap over.
Okay.
A little bit heavier than they would have liked, but
Oh, yeah. There you go.
pushes
That's okay.
that back. Not really going to be
Ja, voilà.
an issue for the Huskies.
Steen moet weg. Alles moet, zoveel mogelijk punten weg nu. Dus we gaan deze nemen. En als die te veel naar binnen is het een andere weg. Hè.
So opting to play out this first one. If it's too far inside and gets still around the guard, it should be able to hit on that red in the back that shot the first shot stone.
Ja, take-out. En liefst dubbel. Of wat dat gaat lukken, dat zullen we zien.
Possible double in play as well. For sure has the weights. And jams it on, but does not quite get the roll away. Still a pretty good shot there from Fairla. Opens things up a bit. Now they're sitting with another double on the back there as well, so can be something they can use, but they're going to try to want to clean these red stones out of the house as well. Hopefully start sitting their shooters in play as well.
Line's tight. Line. Okay, whoa. Wait only. Wait only. Yep. Yep. Okay, wait only. Wait only. Wait only. Line's good. Wait only. Top 4.
Gets this one around. Want to get this one as deep as they can. Top 4 would be ideal. Oh, great stone there. Gets right into the 4-foot, covered up behind the guards. Very, very nice stone there from Jamie.
Open ligt het, maar moeten we die weg doen. Dubbele take-out op D. Wat er weg is weg. Het is damage control, hè.
Fairla already looking at damage control here. That red stone sitting shot going to be very difficult to get rid of. So
Alhoewel, Dirk zegt altijd, die tellen niet mee als je zelf hier komt. Als we zelf hier liggen, dan tellen die niet meer mee.
there's always an option of coming around behind it.
Die wegchupt en dan hier. Of hier tikken en rollen. Dat kan ook.
But I think, I think there's more space to hit and roll underneath.
Dan rolde naar daar, maar dan mag je niet te hard zijn. Dat is een optie. Nee, maar ik was te hard aan het gooien. Dus misschien is dat wel een goeie. Tikken en dan rolt je en dan ligt je hier wel goed.
Yeah,
En
I
dan
think
ligt
this is
achter
what
de
they're
dino, waardoor dat zij er niet meer aan
discussing
kunnen.
how much
Dus
weight they need
dat
here.
moet zijn,
They need this one to roll underneath
en hier
and
raken
sits
en rollen.
covered.
Allee, we gaan daarvoor, hè. Dus ik denk dat dat zo'n beetje legsnelheid... Ja.
And I think even a no sit isn't terrible here. It would leave that yellow out and give Team Rees something to hit and roll in off of as well.
Tegen die rode, en de bedoeling is wel dat die dan
But
achter de
a no
andere
sit would
rode
double these
rolt.
two out, and that sort of damage control will kind of prevent a big end
En in het slechtste
against.
geval is de rode weggetikt. En blijven we daar liggen en dan nemen we al 3 punten af. Wat is er om? Denk je. 3 seconden? 3 seconden, zoiets? Te veel aan buiten. Wachten.
Fix it outside.
Te veel naar buiten, te veel ijs.
Too much ice on this one for the weight.
Nee. Niks. Te veel ijs.
Catch outside, gets rid of one, jams on the back of the other one
Sorry.
though.
Rid of that. Yeah. Control inside out. Roll in. Something like that.
So just to control weight tap. That yellow one is sitting second shot, but is exposed, so they're gonna just try to get rid of this one,
Control
roll
weight.
over
Try and
underneath.
just hit that out and roll in.
I just said that, Owen. You don't need to copy me.
Nose isn't awful either. But we want to try and get it on your side. Yep. Yeah!
This one going inside out, going a bit. Sweeper's trying to hold this one down. It's going to catch on the outside. Ooh, worst case scenario there. Drifts a little bit too far outside. Hits the yellow, jams onto the red. So now Huskies got an opportunity here. What do they do with it? Not sure they can really hit that red hard enough to move it out of the way. That yellow guard is quite high, so I'm not sure that the run back is going to be an option. So going for that draw option up the side. They do have that backing of their own yellow. Really wanting the sweep here, wanting to make sure this gets around the guard.
Blijven vegen. Kom aan, tot tegen die rode.
All the way up. Corner freeze would be a great stone. That is fantastic.
Although they
Good job with the sweeping there to get that one all the way down.
If they try to pick this, it kind of jams on there.
Corner freeze will allow them to kind of take that out.
Can you think we can get there to get the roll under, or just stay open? Then they leave them to hit and roll under, but we'll let them play that, I guess, eh?
I may just get rid of it and roll.
And roll out. Okay, right. Okay, yeah, fine.
Pick
Let's
it
do
up.
that. Yep.
But
Then
don't want it jam.
they're just going to come down and hit that for 2, maybe, or maybe 1 if they roll out. They'll come down and just hit that, won't they?
I think it's a bit tricky.
With the guard and that.
Fell out.
Okay, let's get rid of that to make sure they can't get 3.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Strike then?
Yeah, just strike.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Wanting to get rid of this back yellow, doing a little damage control. If they can get to
Gonna
the
hit
inside
that
edge of the
yellow to get rid of
nose,
it.
it will roll
That's
under.
far yellow. I thought about the guard, but they've still got. If we come and take that yellow one out, then they've got a shot for 1, maybe 2, but it's hard for 2. Probably just 1 with the hit and the roll out. We take this yellow out, they can't get 3. There's no way. Just get rid of it, and this can roll out. Is fine.
So you hear Owen's explanation for damage control here. Really just kind of prevent the big end. Staying off it seems... Oh, just flies by. Ooh.
Sorry.
Oh, and no other words. Just sorry. Just unfortunately a little bit wide. So needing to tap this one just hard enough to get that red one out. See the weight here. Just need too much weight. Need to get this one over. Will it curl it enough? I think it's not going to get there. Oh, it did. And not hard enough, though. It doesn't catch it enough. It gives one to Team Rees. Oh, good effort there. Unfortunately, just a little bit wide. Too much weight on that stone. So allowing Team Rees to score one. Oh, that's unfortunate for the Huskies. They were given a lifeline there to score 3, and unfortunately just didn't take advantage of it. So we're gonna head into the 6th end. Team Rees leading Blue Huskies 7-2 after a steal of 1 there. Team Rees taking advantage of the 5-house to open up the match, and have just been playing really tight, trying to keep the Huskies from scoring anything big. Unfortunately, Huskies not been able to take advantage of some of the Team Rees's mistakes, so that's why we are sitting where we are. Gonna try to sweep this one all the way into the house. Does get the biter. Going out for the corner guards on this one. Sweeper's just cleaning a little bit, wanting to make sure this one gets all the way down. Now they're starting to sweep, get this as deep as possible. This one's gonna hide behind the scoreboard, out on the corner.
Line's good. Careful, careful, careful.
Don't want this one hitting
Hold
on the red, or
Hold
on the...
I think it's through that. Yeah.
Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit heavy. It's going to clear past around that guard, but just going to carry through the center of the house. Fairlow's going to try to sweep this one just to make sure.
Okay.
Oh, doesn't get through. Catches onto the back of the house, so sitting there, that could come into play later in the end. Yep. Fairlow saying, let's get rid of this one in the center. If it can roll over to either side is also okay. Reapers watching this one. They like the weight.
Ja, veeg maar een beetje. We gaan opzij laten rollen naar daar uiteindelijk. Mag opzij rollen, mag opzij rollen. Ah nee, rol niet opzij.
Doesn't get the roll out to the side, but does get that little double in the back. You know, maybe not what they were looking for, but not a bad result. Wanted to get rid of this yellow one.
Whoa, line.
Feels outside, asking to carve this one over. Is that gonna catch? No, that's just gonna sneak by. So something that Team Rees is gonna have to discuss, work on their takeouts, just missing the lines on some of these. Huskies need to take advantage of this. They need a big score in this end. Try to get back into the match, try to force it to go to 8. Looks like it might be a little on the heavy side. Yep, this one is going to be a little bit heavy.
Ja. Ja.
Could end up with a split here. This will tap that
Opzij vegen,
center
opzij,
stone.
opzij naar daar, tot achter de guard. Ja.
Very nice split there. I think that's, worth another look.
Control.
Not plan A, but it gets the job done.
Yep. Whoa. Whoa.
Calling out sweepers. Steve's just keeping it
That's a
keeping
really
it
good
clean.
weight. Really nice weight. Good.
Good weight there, exactly what they wanted. Yep. I think this is a good call here. Get rid of this one. Keep that house split. Force Team Rees to kind of keep going after these things. You want to at least score 2 with your hammer. Preferably more.
Ja, ja, ja. Oh, dit is te laat.
Oh, a little too late on the sweep.
NS.
Not enough ice on that. The weight looks fine, but just gonna be carry through the house.
Ik dacht, misschien moet het op guards
Zo.
leggen. Allee.
Owen opting for, let's get rid of it, clear out this guard. Open things up over there. Jamie asking for more ice or asking for Owen to get out of the split screen. He doesn't want to share the screen time with him.
Whoa. Whoa line.
Okay, so this one might be a little bit outside. Want this
Yep,
one to curl
yep.
over if they can.
Roll the red off. Roll the red off. Okay. Good.
Catches it. Well, hiding behind the scoreboard there. I think I'm going to have to try to figure out how to move the scoreboard around.
Moet er hier een guard komen? Terug. Ja, één van de twee moet dat terug guarden, hè. Dus we gaan dat guarden hier. Dus dat wil zeggen, hier is, hier zo. Ja, ja.
They're wanting to put the guard back over. A hit on the nose of that other one on the red, of that red, would also be a good one, but 2 completely different shots. So going for the draw option, guard over it, protect the stone that you've got in play. Virginie, do you know the result from Yuckup Yuk Wipe My Ass from yesterday? I do not. I will have to get that for you. I'll be able to pull that up in a moment. I think I have a browser still open. This one going wide, just
Ja, daar gaan we het
outside. It's going to be a bit deep, sitting out in the open.
Sorry. Van Ginder dacht ik dan weer.
Yeah, this is going to leave things open, make it difficult for Huskies to score multiple.
Whoa! Whoa!
Wanting this
Never.
one to curl.
Never, 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 never.
Calling the sweepers off
Nothing
it.
at all. Nothing at all. Nice.
Gets it. Shooter rolls out the edge of the house.
Leggen we hiervoor.
Barely looking at the guarding option here.
De guard kan altijd helpen voor punten.
And while they're discussing, let me see if I can find the browser window
Minder,
that has
ja,
the
minder is. Maar
scores.
wacht, er stond ergens anders, we wouden naar daar. Hè. Zo denk ik een beetje.
Yuckup Yuk against Wipe My Ass. Wipe My Ass won 8-5 over Yuckup Yuk yesterday. Gonna have to look to see how that affects the standings in the C division.
Nu ligt die gele niet shot, hè. Nu ligt die rode shot. Eigenlijk, denk ik. Wel beter? Ah, dat heb ik niet gezien. Ah ja, oké. Dat is waar, die liggen in het wit.
Yeah, I believe so. Jamie was asking for the other side of the stone, so it wanted that one to roll back in. I heard Fairla mutter too hard under her breath. This one's not going to curl over enough. I don't want this one to leave a double. Owen's going to try to sweep this. Leaves the pocket there just for the easy double. Good morning. Good morning, Mats. Wipe My Ass did indeed win.
One hit right between in the middle.
Oh, that leaves them on 10 points. Yuckup Yuk sitting on 6th and 3rd.
Might find a way to jump over them or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right. Making sure they're asking for the right line, going the right direction. Want to make sure they have the right handle on this.
Yep, yep. Yep, yep!
Gets rid of both of them, actually spins it back up into
Your
the back of
second
the
hit was
forefoot.
perfect. You had the weight.
Very, very nice stone there from Owen. Hopefully we saw some of that. Trying to find the right angles when they're standing on top of each other, on top of the stones. Yeah, Virginia, we have Yuckup Yuk on the stream. They will be playing at 2 o'clock this afternoon against Ramstein, so still have them to be on the broadcast. Too much ice on this one. Staying a bit wide, and Owen is going to try to sweep this one through the back of the house, unfortunately.
Top four. Yeah.
And I give you an update from the Yuckup Yuk match already in progress. They are in
Just
the
top four,
6th
in
end,
front of the other one.
playing against Smerglokska, and it is
No.
5-4 in favor of Smerglokska there.
A guard does us no good, but heavy and bumping that red back's fine. But we really want top four.
Very much a fan of Owen's attention to detail when letting his sweepers know what they want to do. Gonna get this one in, make it difficult for the Huskies to score anything, but they really only have a chance at one, and that's the wrong house. And there we go. This one kind of draws in just behind the tee. And not really much of an option here for young Hana other than to put this one right there on the pin. I think this one feels a bit wide, but I think this is on the center path, so should be able to curl over. Hopefully the weight isn't too much. Needs to curl over. It's gonna tap it. And is it gonna sit? And oh, just carries a little bit too much. And a steal of 1 for Team Rees.
Dat ligt ook aan de keuzes, denk ik wel, hoor.
That is going to give Team Rees an 8-2 lead after 6. Huskies going to discuss what they do. Waving to the fans here in the in the crowd, in the canteen. All right, we will be seeing end number 7. Huskies saying, "Let's go for it. We can still gonna try to battle back, get something from it." Steve A will be starting things off here for Team Rees as they lead it 8-2 over Blue Huskies.
Far as you can.
92% of the voters in our poll have chosen Team Rees today, and looks like they have got the prediction down right. Skip sweeping, trying to drag this one as deep as possible. Comes up just in front of the house. Good stone there. Huskies going for that corner guard. Britt's lead stone here for the Huskies in the 7th end. Getting ahead of myself here. Weight looks to be okay on this one. Maybe a little bit heavy. Is this one going to carry into the house? I believe this one's going to stay a little bit out front of the house. Very nice stone. Wanted this one maybe a little bit further outside, but sits nice still as a corner guard. Going to come this one in between these two. Keep the draw in between, get something in there.
Split this. Split that.
Sweepers indicating this one might be heavy. Owen said maybe split if we need.
Take that one, Steve. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
Catches that one over the top, ticks it a little bit, runs it over behind the guard. Into the house just on the tee line. Just on the backside of the tee line. Fairly going to use this to her advantage, try to draw in behind it to get that freeze. Britt indicating this one is a bit on the heavy side. Is this one going to curl too much? As it starts to go, it really starts to go. Maybe a little bit late on the sweep there. Just taps in. Doesn't quite get the roll underneath the other guard. This one's sitting out in the open, just sitting in second shot. Are they allowed to shake after 6 ends? Yes, Benjamin. That's we have a 6 end must, so they're allowed to shake anytime after 6. Very nice stone, gets rid of it. Doesn't quite get the roll over, but I think that one's going to play nice. Yeah, they are allowed to shake after 6. Some teams opt to keep playing even when they're down by a lot, just getting a little bit more practice. This Huskies team is... they've got 2 new players. Britt and Yana just started curling in the last year, if I'm not mistaken. So they are probably taking this opportunity to get a little bit of extra game time, a little practice together. They'll be going to the European Championships coming up later this month, the C division. So they're going to be wanting to get some extra time on the ice to prep for that. This one's going to over curl. It's going to crash on their own guard. Kind of moves things around. That's unfortunate there. Just not quite the weight to hold the line.
Again.
Owen just going into play of, let's get rid of it.
Whoa! 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 No! Never, never, never.
No sweeping on this one.
Little roll, little roll. Okay, good.
Gets the hit, sends it out, leaves the center and the shooter as a center guard, making it difficult for the Huskies. Does give them a guard to kind of roll behind. Looks like this is what they might be trying to do. Wanting the curl here, trying to get this guard, gonna get around the guard, needs to get to the other side of the nose. Unfortunately, not enough, just a millimeter or 2 of rollover there, leaves it exposed, and Owen opting for, let's get rid of it. I think they're just in a cleaning game. Not really much else for them to do in this end.
Little up. Great shot.
Very nice stone, gets the hit, gets the roll.
Ja, nu kunnen kiezen ofwel gaan we leggen om op het centrum te bezetten, maar we hebben hemmer, dus we hebben de laatste steen. Dus ik zou liever precies nog wat ofwel opruimen ofwel openleggen. Kunnen er nog achter.
Verla looking through her options, talking through it. They could draw behind the center guard. They can try to clean things up. They can open up the middle. They do have the hammer.
Ja, voor de 2 is een optie. En als dan ene per keer, ja.
So possibility of a double here. They are kind of lined up, but there is enough of a gap. Doesn't need to be too far off the nose to get both of them to move out of the house. Let's say that we'll move Yana into the frame. Calling for a sweep. Want to make sure this one hits.
Oh! Oh!
Gets rid of it. Is it going to curl? Oh, just stays a little bit outside. Not quite enough.
What do you want? I just don't want to hit this.
So wanting to get rid of this yellow.
Just don't want to jam it. Okay.
Nope. Wants to come from the inside.
Right.
Jamie saying, let's come out. Owen off the screen. Yep.
Your line! Your line!
Immediately call for
Hard!
line straight out of his hand.
Whoa! Whoa! He's inside.
This one's inside. Catches that guard off. Oops, sorry, I did not have the right camera angle on there.
Zoiets is goed.
So, unfortunate miss there. Comes inside. This is what Owen was afraid of. Would have preferred to come from the other direction. Stone inside. Takes out their own. Yellow with this biter here. Going to try to draw in behind the red. Get something in position.
Ja, ze hebben zichzelf gespeeld. Maar we kunnen dat goed gebruiken nu. Nu is de bedoeling dat wij puntje komen liggen. Achter de rode. Het ziet er hard uit weer al zeker.
Oh, Fairless saying it's a little bit on the hard side. Sweepers are indicating it as well. They are not putting their brooms down on the ice.
Ja. Zo kunnen we met dat cadeautje niet ver doen.
Yeah, that's kind of been the story of the day for the Huskies. They've been getting gifts and unfortunately not been taking advantage of them.
Or anything, does it? We just gotta get rid.
Yep, Owen looking just to clean this out. Don't want to leave anything there.
Strike weight. Just get rid of it. If we roll in, great, but it doesn't really matter. Well, needs to curl.
Indicating it might be a bit wide. Want to try to get this one to curl over. Did they give them another gift? Nope. Catches it enough. Sends it through. So takes away a scoring stone for the Huskies.
I know, I regret it.
For those Yikup Yuk fans in the audience listening, wanting to get an update, we've got an update over there.
Twijfel tussen ofwel leggen.
A steal of 1 in the 6th for Yikup Yuk levels the match at 5-all against Smerik Lokska. They're just now starting the 7th end.
Ja! Ja. Oh. Die zit op de guard. Los. Die zit op de guard. Nee, niks doen.
Oh
Maar
no,
de guard
this
niet
one's a little
doortikken,
bit
niet
tight.
doortikken, Niet doortikken. Stoppen.
Hoping this one stops, but just a little bit too much. Oh, a little bit tight on that stone. Unfortunate now it kicks
I guess
that.
in theory, could we all sweep that? Is there a limit to how many people can sweep your own stones? I don't think there is. I'm not sure it would have made much difference, but
Owen discussing if they could have all swept their stone.
right,
I
top
believe
four,
above
draw.
the line, above the tee line,
Gotta
they're
avoid that
allowed to
yellow
sleep
one at
with
all
as
costs.
many as they want. Behind the tee line, only 1.
Okay.
But I would need to look that up.
Light.
Indicating it's a little bit light. Sweeper's going to try to work this one as deep as they can.
Hard for line. Gotta go hard! Block the draw is okay. Make the draw harder. Just down, yeah. I felt it was down as soon as I let go.
Makes it difficult to... Hey, we need a hashtag for that, Tim. Too bad Pim's not here to know that I was right. Doesn't happen very often. Not sure we should get that hashtag ready just yet. All right, Hano at the last stone of the seventh end, needing this in the house, anywhere in the 8 foot.
Alles, 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 alles. Kom aan. Kom aan. Die moet wit-blauw worden. Alles, 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 alles.
This one feels a little bit light. Are they going to get it there? Oh, even with that extra sweeping, just comes up a bit light.
200. Ja, dat was een beetje traag.
Another steal of 1 for Team Rees. That is going to put them at 9-2, heading into the last end. That is 3 consecutive steals for Team Rees. Unfortunately for the Huskies, just not being able to take advantage of the opportunities they have and even the opportunities they need. So going to be a tough end for them. We're going to see a lot of hitting in this end for sure. I don't think Team Rees is going to do anything but throw stones away. All it's going to take is two missed stones. And the match is over. So Rees just going to throw this one through. Steve just going to throw this one through for Team Rees. Jamie making sure it gets out of the way through. Could be any number of reasons. Maybe they want to try it just more practice, I guess, Benjamin. Yeah, at this point, I think there's not much to really be gained from this, but any ice is good ice, I guess you could say, for the newcomers. So Britt and Yana really only having only a few months experience, and they're going to the Europeans, the European Seas later this month. So just getting a chance to just get some more reps. This one gets over a little bit light. So Owen going for outside again. Just another throw through. Plus, it's more practice for me on camera control. I need to work on this.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, and now they're going to shake. Oops. The teams will bring the stones down. Sorry to call the guys old. Yeah, Benjamin, I think that's why they just shook now. I think they realized that, yeah, it's probably better to do this. I think here in Belgium, we tend to be a little bit more lenient if teams want to play things out. We kind of are a little bit more lenient for them. So it is what it is. I'm gonna ask them when they come in off the ice. I'll ask them and just to find out. I think really they were looking at maybe we have a chance to throw some extra stones, but they probably also hadn't counted up the score. That's very likely too. They knew they were behind by a lot, but what were they? Did they realize how much? So come in and say our goodbyes. Pretty good match there from Owen and the boys. got to work on their takeouts for their next match. I think they were a little bit offline a lot, but not getting punished by Fairla and the ladies. So the Huskies falling short, failing to take advantage of the things they needed to do. Gives a win to Owen. Maybe we can take a look and see how this is going to affect the standings. So that is going to put Team Rees on 7 points, tied with Cologne for second in the league. Staying good, already played all of their matches. Not much left to play for. They just have to hope for some help to stay in one of those two promotion spots. The Shopkas comes back next week to play their final matches. So you noticed when teams were down by loads in the English mixed, teams were and refused to shake early. Yeah, some of them, I think it's just if you don't get a chance to play a lot together. I think for Fairla and the Huskies, I think it has a lot to do with the fact they've got the Europeans coming up, and it was really just like, okay, let's try to get some extra ice reps in. And I think the last end, they just weren't aware. I think they just hadn't counted up at how far they were behind. I think if they had known it was down by 7, I think they would have shaken. I think they were maybe like 5. They're thinking like 5 or 6 and get a little bit of extra time in there. So we've got, I'm trying to see what's going on. It's an A-League match over on Sheet A, so no more B-League matches going on right now. We will have some later this afternoon, so we'll have some more updates. But this is going to put Team Rees in tie with Cologne for second place. They do have another match this afternoon, so we're going to see there's still a lot to play for in Sheet B. But that's going to do it for me for now. I've got 2 more sessions, 2 p.m., so about an hour and a half from now. Hour and 45 minutes. It's actually 2:15 when we start the broadcast. We will be back with Yekup against Ramstein in a League C matchup. Yekup, I can see right now, though, still in the 7th end. Sitting very strong as I look over. They're still tied 5-5, but I see a sea of yellow in the house, which is the Yekup's color, matches James's yellow and black pants. So tune in for that for you Yekup fans to see Yekup against Ramstein in our League C matchup. This could have some implications on who gets promoted up to B. And then finally, our 6:15 tonight is Team Verreken against Desperate Housekeepers, a league matchup between 2 of the top teams in the league. So thanks, everybody, for stopping by. Thanks, everybody, for voting in the poll. The Team Rees is the winner, and everybody who predicted that, good job to you. Love to see the votes in there. Hoping to see you guys back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Promote this, share everything, do all the stuff on the socials. You guys know the drill by now. So I'm going to go get myself some lunch, try to rest my voice, maybe a shot of whiskey like Sarna suggested, and I will see you guys back in about an hour and 45 minutes. Until then, goodbye.